How's it going? You're with Jan Scott this evening. Again, we tried this last night, huh? It worked out pretty well. And we'll try it again tonight. Little talk TV. I'm Jan Scott, your host for the next half an hour or so. Taking a ride, going out for, I shouldn't be doing this, but a late night slice of pizza down at Gelino's. I just finished a bunch of work on the computer, working on our new TV show, 22 Boom. Ooh, there's the moon. Yeah, so the moon is kind of starting to wane again, isn't it? You know, this time of the year, I wish we could have full moon a lot. But it looks like by Christmas it's going to be gone, huh? And to wait for mid-January before we get a full moon again. I mean, I like the moonlight. It lights things up. The days are so dark. Jesus Christ. Speaking of Jesus Christ, how about that Tim Tebow? He has made Jesus popular again. It's okay to come out of the closet and say you're a Christian again without all the atheists and everybody else in Boulder making fun of you. Yeah, Tebow's just, he is like, you think it's divine intervention? I do. This guy he has a direct line to Jesus, a main line to Jesus. Things are happening with that cat. Watch him beat Peyton Manning. Ah, shit. God damn it. Excuse me, I'm going through this light. I shouldn't be doing this, but I did. I hate it when that happens. The problem with these red lights, I have to tell you, I just kind of went through a red light. The problem with these red lights is they get these cameras on them, and they get these companies, and the companies who are sort of the red light camera, you know, companies, they go in and they adjust the yellow lights. So they make the yellow lights really long, so you go, okay, I'm good. And then they shorten them up so that they can nail you, and then they make revenue on it. And that's why cities all over the United States are canceling these companies that do these, you know, red light management things. What a scam they are. Anyway, so tonight's topic, as you can see, we put up there on Twitter, assuming that this is working, is Boulder stores going broke. Now, you know, I run Boulder Channel 1, and I'm out selling advertising every day, especially this time of the year, to people where they run banner ads, TV commercials, segments, PR. We build websites. We do a ton of work for these folks. So, and I'm not going to name names today because it's just not fair to them. But I mean, I have one restaurant customer. You know, he had some problems. He's been open for 5 years. It's a big restaurant, and geez, the guy, he has investors and all that. But one of the problems is the poor guy spent all of his money. He not only went through the investment money, the company was losing a couple thousand a month, so he took his remaining $100,000 that he had when he, you know, opened the restaurant, spent all of it, maxed out his credit cards to another $100,000. Now he's $200,000, and now he has an SBA loan, you know, that he's going to have to pay off, plus about $50,000 that he owes his suppliers, and he's just making it. And you know, one of the rules when you are in business is you have, you know, it's called a, well, whatever you call it, whatever you want to, triple bottom line, anything. But you get to a point where you are losing money. You have a plan for, we're going to lose this much for this long, and then once that happens, once we hit this certain level in a store, we're shutting the operation down. You don't go through all your personal savings, your personal finances. You know, you sure as hell don't max out all the credit cards on a losing operation and end up, you know, lose your house, all of that, which this guy did. And, you know, there's like 40 employees working in this place. I don't know. So I went to another store today, which is a furnishing store, a big home furnishing store. And these folks did the same thing. They were enormously successful. for years in Boulder. And they were on Pearl Street. They moved off of Pearl Street for 2 years and started losing money. And this guy did the same thing. He spent over $250,000 of his own money and is completely broke. And I was like, holy shit. And now he's closing his store, and he's going to move it to some kind of warehouse mail order operation. I was like, oh boy. Which he still has going, I guess, but, you know, but that's another case, you know, where you don't take all your money to keep, you know, a sinking ship afloat. Now, one of the things we have here with on Boulder Channel 1 and with me, Jan's Got Live, all of that. First of all, we don't have an office. I mean, we saw this 4 years ago. You know, I mean, I had some offers to do a trade, you know, advertising trade for office space. The problem is you still have to pay for phones, you know, computers, all that stuff. So you're going to still have a monthly nut, you know, and so we run Boulder Channel 1 and Jan's Got Live and all that out of my house. 2 offices upstairs. Aaron's got a couple offices in his house, and other people that do work for us. You know, Ron Baird works out of his house. Everybody, you know, that's it. And everything we do is either on the internet, on the TV cable, or, you know, channel 22, or it's on location. So if we do a video shoot, it's in a store, like we built a Boulder Army store. They're incidentally doing very well. They're very smart about it. But, you know, one big question is, with its economy, a lot of these folks are really hurting. And a lot of these stores and restaurants are, you know, they're running through their reserves now. And Jesus, I'm wondering if they're all going to go broke here. In 2012, is this going to be a hellacious year of people going bust? If it is, it's going to be bad news for President Obama, because they'll never fucking re-elect him if everybody's going broke, which I think is about to happen, unfortunately. The other side of that coin is, I can't remember what the other side is. I lost my fucking thought because it's late. No, it's you guys, if you're watching this from Twitter and social media. It's these people that call themselves minimalists. They make a shitload of money, and then they don't buy anything. You know, and some of the stores complained. They said, well, we've got this whole minimalist movement. They're killing us. You know, the older people buy stuff, but the minimalists, you know, you go to their apartments or houses, everything's sparse. They're, I don't know what they're doing. A lot of them probably don't even have any money, or a lot of them, if they make money, they're not spending it. So they're not supporting the local economy. They are not supporting the Boulder economy, and you got places going broke all over God's creation. And that, I think, is a real problem. Now, having said that, I mean, I'm a bit of a minimalist myself, and have been. Mostly because I see the wild fluctuations since 2000 really, since the dot-bomb, you know, fiasco. But we've always been able to stay afloat with Boulder Channel 1, and so have I. And, you know, some years are really, really great. Other years are fucking horrible. But, you know, on the other hand, you know, I don't know. I got to go in here and